Hello YouTube, Mike here, Dezaras Prime. Not going with the Renegade Championship name because that was just a name designated to the RCW channel I've set up for my WWE 12 fed. I am known as Dezaras Prime by my Transformer channels and my review channel and stuff. That is the name I will be using for these breaking Gamefabe, if you will. Taking it out of the game and, explaining things to you myself instead of using a WWE 12 avatar. So yeah, I'm known as Dezaras Prime, mainly those few people that know me on YouTube, and that's the name I'll be keeping with this. Comes from the name of my core. My core is Dezaras. There's a match, couple of matches I'm in. My core is in the first match where I lose to Wilf. And the tables match. Is it a tables match against Betty for the Hardcore Championship? That's my core. Yes, he is about 6'9" and a good 300 pounds, and he looks mean. But it's a game. It's a fantasy world. I can build myself wherever I want on there. I'm 5'7.5" in real life, and I weigh about as much as a dry sponge. Don't think I could pull it off. Sometimes my face has the look, but RCW doesn't have a bitchweight championship. So, yeah, so I'm just basically here to talk about things. Welcome you to the channel properly instead of using Roscoe Quinn as the welcome piece. Going forward with welcome, by the way. Going forward with any cutscenes I use using Story Designer, I will be using capital letters, full-on caps lock, so it's easy to read. They're not shouting all the time, it's just easy to read. Now the way it's going to work is, right, a little bit of history on Renegade Championship Wrestling. I'm into the second year now. The first pay-per-view I'm going to upload is Uprising 2. Uprising, the first one was the first pay-per-view I did. I skipped January and February's pay-per-views, just setting it up. Uprising is like my WrestleMania, like my Bound for Glory or Slammiversary or Lockdown, whichever one is TNA's main pay-per-view. I'd assume it's Bound for Glory. That's the way it goes. Uprising is the big one. And it's the first full pay-per-view I'll be uploading. I'll be uploading it in segments, sections, parts. So it'll be like an interview, then a match, then an interview, then a match, and so on and so forth. Otherwise it'll take ages to upload. But I'm putting them into playlists. So if you want to skip a match, you just got to press forward at the bottom of it. I'm not doing weekly shows. Well, I am doing a couple of weekly shows, but the only weekly shows I'm doing are the first episode of Heatwave, and then which is the night after Uprising, and the following Renegade and Revolution shows. It's just the Fallout. I think they do it on Blu-ray, don't they? They just give out the Fallout episodes as special features. So I'm putting them up as well. Yeah, Revolution was the main show. It was just one brand at the start, but then my roster grew. I am a core-only user, with the exception of the referee, obviously, the commentators, the ring announcers. They're the only ones that I will use. Maybe the security as well. The only in-game characters that I'll use. Everyone else, from the owner to the wrestlers, are cores. And also entirely created arenas, which presents a problem with Story Designer. Because if you've got too many arenas, and I've got a lot, then it prevents loading issues, and it says stuff like the hard drive device has been removed even though it's built in, and I have no idea where it actually is to remove it. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons why Uprising and my pay-per-views going forward will be more of an 80s old school style format of commentators explain the match, we get the interview, then we get the match, instead of video packages, because video packages were just, with Story Designer, it's too time consuming. You're waiting ages just for the arena to load. then you've got to set the scene and write all the stuff in. It's not worth it. So for now, I'll just be doing classic style interviews. I did do an Uprising general video package. I did a promo for that. I've just uploaded that tonight. It's about 5.5 minutes long. It's long for an intro, so I won't be adding that to the beginning of Uprising, but it'll be the first thing in the playlist, so you can watch all the way through. So yeah, Revolution was my main show. It still is. It's on the Friday. I'm hoping the new game unlocks Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, because then I can switch it around a bit instead of being limited to that. Renegade is basically like Superstars, but I treat it with more respect than Superstars get. You'll find there will be story continuations on that. Oftentimes, Renegade will be treated as an extension of Revolution. But that's insignificant for the YouTube channel because there won't be much Renegade on there. There is a group on Facebook. I've created a group. RCW.com. Basically the weekly results and the pay-per-view results are posted in text format on there. There are photos. There's a top 20 where I rank my top 20 wrestlers of the year. That's an annual thing, and it isn't just based on wins. It goes on future potential, championships held, stuff like that. Significance at the time. And that's something that took me a long time to work on. Renegade Rewind. That is showcasing old RCW matches. Basically, I've only just got a laptop that can handle the capture card, handle the recording requirements without it lagging, and I'll be going back and replaying key RCW matches, like the Richard Parrish Sean O'Savey was the very first Revolution match. So that was the first one. The next one will be Wilf versus Dragosan. It was the final of the RCW Championship tournament where Wilf won the title, and he held it for 7 months. Quite an epic reign. Also we've got the RCWA, basically the RCW Academy, that features the young guys, the guys that I couldn't fit onto my main roster because of the 50 core slot requirements. I'll stick them in the academy. There's some good stuff going on. They only have the one weekly show, and they're in their pay-per-view slots they have a pre-show. So you'll see on Saturday there will be the RCWA Uprising pre-show. So the pre-show is the RCWA event, which will happen before Uprising. That'll go up on Saturday. On Sunday I'll upload the Uprising matches and stuff, and then I'll carry on getting to work on the Heatwave, Renegade and Revolution episodes, and then it'll basically be maybe 1 or 2 videos in between, and then the next pay-per-view will be Anarchy, the April pay-per-view, which is basically the Extreme Rules. I do some things differently, I do some things the same. The Renegade Rumbles in January, Fight for Survival. Thank you, Jeremy Piven, for Summerfest. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. There's a couple of other people. Mr. Wilf 1978, I think. His core is Wilf, the first ever RCW champion. He's got his own little company starting up, his own little fed called Next Generation or New Generation Wrestling, NGW anyway. And you can find a couple of tester matches there. Not sure when he'll be getting into the full swing of things. And then there's I can't remember the full account name, but my friend Radicaz, he's the UWA. He runs the UWA United Wrestling Alliance. It's also been known as EAW, KOW. Been through a lot of changes. I was formerly there. My character is a former UWA champion, so is one to look out for as well. Just type in Radicaz into the search, I'm sure something of his will come up. The same with Wilf. Just type in NGW, and then theirs will come up and you can check theirs out. We sort of like tend to operate under one. We've got a group called Federations of the World on Facebook, and we all operate under the one banner, so our universes are all within the same universe, so to speak. And that pretty much just about does it, I think. That's everything I can say right now. Yeah, the Uprising pre-show on Saturday. I uploaded the promo for Uprising tonight. Then on Sunday will be the Uprising show itself. It's you know, all the matches are done and played. I've even played the Heatwave matches. I've just got to edit it all together and stuff. And I had a bit of trouble with Heatwave with the arena scenes. Basically, I just used because I've got 4 game saves on my Xbox. So I've got 2 on my portable device and 2 on my main hard drive with different gamer tags. It's an easy way around. On the 4th game save, I've only created the Heatwave arena, so I can use that. That arena will load pretty much fine. I've just got to remake the cores on that arena, on that game save, which I don't mind doing. If it's just for little things like that, I'll just make it, delete it when I need it. So there's a little thing that I figured out for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this this less gamey welcome to the channel. Might put this up instead of the Roscoe welcome to RCW thing with my match. Yeah, so hopefully you'll enjoy this. I'm still learning it. It's still baby steps for me. But yeah, hopefully it'll do good, and hopefully I can do matches that will entertain you. Keep in mind these are WWE 12 matches. Some things are bound to go wrong. All the matches will be until WWE 13 comes out. Then we'll see. Anyway, I shall speak to you soon.